It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Ever heard of Robinhood, the stock trading app valued at $1.3 billion? Well, it's a huge story, by the way, that today I think it makes a lot of sense for us to talk about because it's a story to start off before they were $1.3 billion. When they first got started and they were shopping around to investors, they had 75 rejections from venture capitalists who thought the idea of an app such as this just wasn't worth the money putting in. And isn't that just a great case study for us to take a look at? Like, how did that get to $1.3 billion? So picture this. It's July 31st. Unemployment is soaring at an all-time high. But there's a group over at Robinhood. They're partying. They're excited. Why? Because it's 1999. The market is wild. It's fueled. There are a lot of folks that are trading. And you know what? There's a lot of novice traders that are in the market that are trading right now because of stimulus money that had been given by the government. So sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? They got these stimulus checks, 1999. But here's the exciting part. Here's the catch. The more these traders were trading, the more profits Robinhood was getting. Why? Because they were selling the data. Now, check this out. The data was more valuable than the transaction itself. So they now could sell the data back to the folks on Wall Street about all of the individuals who were trading and what they were trading about. What's the big takeaway? Well, before I do that, it's a roller coaster ride. Now, here's how it relates to sales. Robinhood's success isn't just about luck. It's not just about they made it during the stimulus time. It's about a bold idea. It's about having a sales system that is focused on providing value, disrupting the market, and offering a way for those folks who didn't have the information to now get it on a consistent basis. So now they were coming back and saying, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. And behind the scenes, they made money selling just the data. So the big takeaway for you is we got to embrace change. The big takeaway for you is in sales, we've got to be innovative. The big takeaway, if you think about the Robinhood strategy at its core, it was all about free, that was the trading, easy to do, easy to execute. And number three, it became addictive. Now, when you do those three things, then your clients will come back again to solve a problem, again to solve a problem, again to solve a problem. So with the right sales system, the right sales funnel, and the right sales structure, you will see your sales go up, 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 up in a way. With that being said, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. My name is Shay Brown. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you as we do every single morning. We like to start off the exact same way. And the way we start off is with our our mantra. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. But I want you to listen to the why. And the why is because without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point is, selling is serious, serious business. Do me a favor, repeat after me these words right here. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Selling is serious business because selling is the oxygen for every great business in history. Then we move on to our next segment, which is what the CEO does. It's the pledge we make to our sales department. And that is a CEO, we're going to learn, we're going to earn, and we're going to return. And I think every morning the CEO needs to be reminded of these words because the CEO is responsible for making sure that the sales department has the people, the processes, and the resources that they need in order to be successful. And without those, it just makes it harder. So repeat these words after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And so what are our objectives? Why do we get together? Number one, it's about sales progress. Number two, it's about addressing any roadblocks. And number three, it's about doing a check-in that we do every single morning on the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is they must have a one-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2 is they must have the sales cycle, understand the sales cycle of their clients. Sales pillar number 3 is they must have a sales message that resonates and solves the problem. Sales pillar number 4 is they must understand their CEO sales dashboard. And that's something we're going to go through this morning. I can't wait. We do it every single morning. And number 5, they must have a 7-figure sales team. They do that. And boy, it makes it so much easier. For those folks that are tuning in that haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard that we're going to go over shortly, you can go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. www.ceosalesdashboard.com. You can see everything over there. Here's our big overview. For those folks that tune in every morning and you're here, we appreciate you, appreciate your time. And I love getting the comments. If you can, if you're on social media, depending on where you are, look right below the video and just go ahead and put hashtag I'm here. Now, isn't it great to check in? Isn't it great to connect with other CEOs? Isn't it great to be in this conversation and be able to participate? And I read every comment and I follow through. Some of you can't do it. I understand that. And then if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Maybe you couldn't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when we're live. We're right here now. Or maybe you've got to tune in at a time that works for you. Or maybe you're on our on-demand platforms. We appreciate all of you, by the way. Go ahead right now. Just do me a favor. Drop me a note over at I am Che Brown, at I am Che Brown. Drop me a note and let me know that you're in the building. We appreciate you. Maybe I'm on your podcast ears right now. You download the podcast. Maybe you're on demand on Roku or Apple TV, or maybe right now as you're listening, we're broadcasting right now or streaming right through your YouTube channel. Wherever we are on your tablet or phone, we appreciate you and love you being in this conversation. The CEO Sales Huddle, just so you know, is a place the CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. Faster, easier, with less effort. It's no doubt that you already know how to sell. I get that. Now the question is, how do you do it faster? How do you do it easier? How do you build the sales department in a way that's able to move and generate the revenue you've always wanted? Our big why has remained consistent. If you show up every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know we're only here for a couple of reasons. 3 reasons, by the way. Number 1 is about sales growth. So every day you get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little better. You check in, maybe you hear the message and it's no big deal. You're like, oh, okay, I got it. And then other times you tune in and you hear it a little bit differently and all of a sudden you take action. You do your CEO sales dashboard. You focus on the leads that are coming in that day. You go over to your sales department and you ask, what do you need in terms of people, processes, and resources? Yeah. And so it's about sales growth, accountability, and consistency. And we only ask for 15 minutes a day. So there are 1,440 minutes in every day. And isn't it comforting to know that 15 minutes for the one department that generates revenue, and without revenue, there's always more money pouring out than there is coming in. Now you can take 1% of 1,440 minutes and just focus on sales. And maybe you have your other independent sales meetings. I know some of you are vice presidents of sales. Some of you are managers. Some of you are supervisors. Some of you are team leads. Some of you are entrepreneurs. Some of you are the only salesperson in your company. It doesn't matter. You're here. You showed up. And I want you to treat the sales department as if you're the CEO talking to your chief sales officer. That's the conversation we're having, because our outcome, this is the seriousness of it. The outcome is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You show up, you focus on your sales department. You come to the CEO Sales Huddle, you look at your CEO dashboard, you make the adjustment, you make the changes on a daily basis. So we're looking at the results every day. And as a result, you generate $100,000 over and beyond whatever you're earning today, because the sales department has the people, the processes, and the tools that it needs to be successful. Now, the question always came up, well, Shay, how do I really get to $100,000? And I would ask the question, well, what are you measuring? And in many cases, they didn't have a CEO dashboard because we created it. In many cases, they didn't really understand. They knew they need leads. They know they understood they needed to close some deals. But here's the philosophy that we believe. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And so I had to create something. And I've been working with clients behind the scenes, but finally we brought it to the forefront. It's called the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard is about leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So if you haven't downloaded the CEO Dashboard, go over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. We're going to pull it up right now, but there's only 5 areas that you really need to focus on. You get those 5 areas, Isn't life so amazing? Isn't it so incredible? Let's pull it up right now. So you open up your CEO sales dashboard. Some of you send it to me every single day. I appreciate it. If you're emailing it to me now, I'm going to look at it. Many of you know I make comments every single time. So you do have that opportunity. You can hit me up over at I am Che Brown. Send me the CEO sales dashboard or let me know, hey, I did it. It's completed. I will share my comments with you. But here's what I want. You look on the left-hand side, right-hand side, there's numbers going all the way across the top. So you would find today's date. So find today's date. And then look at the results for yesterday. Now, you can start with leads and say, well, how many leads came in? And of those leads, how many came in? How many were qualified? How many were new to the database? You can go over to appointments. How many appointments were set? How many appointments were run? How many appointments were one-to-one or one-to-many? You can go back and look at the offers. How many offers did we even make yesterday? Even if you didn't get the deal, your team was in front of someone who was qualified, made an offer to serve them, and that's all we can do, okay? We don't have to convince them or persuade them or make them do anything, but we got to at least make the offer, okay? Or maybe right now it's about deals. Today I just want to slow down if I can and talk about repeat business. Now, when you put the results in from yesterday, look at the day before. And then go back and look at the day before that. And then look at the day before that. So you can see the trend and the adjustments that you're making every single day. And if you're here now, you haven't downloaded, go download the CEO Sales Dashboard. It's the only one that exists on the planet. It's our number one tool to help our clients get to $100,000 a month, because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. The only way to make it better is to make the changes inside of the sales system. Otherwise, it could happen by happenstance. Maybe, manna falls out the sky. That's possible. But for many, that's not the case. For many, it's all about the system. For many, it's all about the structure. For many, it's all about the process. We focus on those areas, and man, what a difference we can make for our company. So with that being said, let's take a look at one area of the CEO sales dashboard that I really like to look at, and that is repeat business. When you look at repeat business, ask yourself, all right, how many current customers just bought a new product? Just a brand new product. So if I'm an Apple person, and I decide I own an Apple Watch, but I'm going to buy a MacBook Pro, and it's the first time I bought one, it's a new product. Or how many products did you sell yesterday that it was a current client and they bought an existing product? Now, this is very important, by the way. So maybe I own an iPhone, which I do. I bought the iPhone 16. I had to upgrade to the new iPhone case because it's a different case. So I'm an existing customer, but I bought a different product. Now, what gets measured gets managed. This is the philosophy that you as a CEO, as you're talking this morning and having your sales conversation with, I guess I'll be your chief sales officer this morning, and I'm saying, hey, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You as a CEO is adopting that just for your sales department. This is the seriousness of the conversation. And then if you have a membership type of program, monthly recurring revenue, a subscription program, membership program, how many new members did you get yesterday that signed up, and how many churned? That means they rolled out, and it's okay. I mean, nobody stays forever. I mean, we get that, by the way. It does happen. And then we're going to celebrate some wins, by the way. We're going to look at, another segment that I love that we do here is we celebrate wins. We don't just look at what isn't working. We look at what's working really, really well, and we look to do it better. So let's look at celebrating some wins. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus, and in this life, you get what you focus on. So what are you most proud of in the sales department yesterday? Go ahead. Seriously, write it down. Think about that. What are you most proud of? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? What's the one thing you just want to brag about right now? You can't wait to brag. You're like, this is what happened yesterday in the sales department. I couldn't wait. Drop me a note right now. Go over to I am Che Brown. You can drop me a DM right now and say, man, this is what I'm really want to brag about. And then we understand every day is not unicorn, cupcakes, and rainbows, by the way. There's going to be some challenges. I get it. So what are some hurdles we had? What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you can do? Like, if you did it, it would just move the business forward. It would just move the needle. You know what? My message today is just take massive action. My message today is take action. The universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. The time has come really to take massive action. Step out the comfort zone. Make the small changes. Now, don't despise, small changes or small hinges. They really do swing really big doors. So make those small changes and you will see big results. With that being said, you're an amazing CEO. You're an incredible CEO. You're a special CEO. You've got a heart to serve and a heart to give. And I believe in you. And I know with 100% certainty, your best is still yet to come. They haven't seen it yet. Your best is still yet to come. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Peace. And I'll see you on the other side.